On 1st February 2019, Rwandan President Paul Kagame took over as chairman of the East African Community, succeeding Ugandan President Yoweri Museveni. However, some people have expressed skepticism about the progress of the regional bloc, given the simmering hostilities between Rwanda and Uganda on the one hand, and Rwanda and Burundi on the other. As EAC chairman, one of President Kagame's major duties is to sell the ideals of the community to East Africans, especially those who find difficulty crossing the borders between the countries.
They want to go about their businesses, they want to do trade, they want to visit each other, they have families crossing borders, and in the end, if you stand in their way and say, no, you don't need to talk to your sister or your brother, you have to go through me. And I will decide when you talk to them and when you don't. It becomes a mess.
In early 2018, Uganda's security agencies arrested and charged a number of people, including 6 former high-ranking police officers, for, among other alleged crimes, aiding and abetting the kidnap of Rwandan exiles and refugees and some Ugandans from Uganda between 2012 and 2016. Asked whether the cold relationship between the two countries would affect his chairmanship, President Kagame said the countries had to find means to resolve whatever differences for the good of the EAC.
It's a matter that can be resolved, that must be resolved, because the alternative isn't something we should even be thinking about. What hurts is keeping quiet, and of course, and things are not improving just because of that.
President Museveni and the commander of the Special Forces Command that guards him recently warned external forces that they did not name that no one would destabilize Uganda.
Anybody who thinks that he can destabilize Uganda will destroy himself.
The external forces are here. Are here to do what? Very jealous of what is going on.
Uganda's State Minister for Foreign Affairs, in charge of international relations, Henry Oryem, told NTV that the misunderstandings between Uganda and Rwanda are insignificant. He claimed that some people, who he did not name, were building a mountain out of a molehill on this matter.
We have a long, strong historical ties with Uganda and Rwanda. So occasionally there might be some hiccups. But those hiccups are so insignificant.
President Kagame also claimed that Rwandan dissidents in South Africa were hell-bent on driving a wedge between Rwanda and Uganda.
Sometimes they believe the information or they believe the story, not because it is true, but because that's what they want to believe, because it serves a purpose for them of a different kind.
Rwanda is a very close neighbor, and a very close ally to us. As far as we who run the government issue of diplomacy, we continue doing diplomatic business with Rwanda as usual.
On whether his cold relationship with Bujumbura would present difficulties, President Kagame says he had steered clear from the mediator role in the Burundi peace talks.
Because East African matters are a lot more than Burundi's problem.
In the interview, President Kagame also said Rwanda's political system is anchored on the turbulent history of the country. He scoffed at critics who say the system stifles democracy, saying that the judgment would be made by Rwandans, although they still have to relate to other people and listen to them. Gillian Nantume, NTV.